Hi, Nicholas. Thanks for contacting me about help with your little new superpowered vehicle. Actually, it's an energy-saving vehicle, isn't it? So here are the sources I think that are the best place to start. I mean, nobody really knows for sure, but after doing this for 30 years, if I was in your shoes, this is where I would go. First, I would look at something called the Small Business Innovative Research Grants. Now, these are complicated things. I mean, you just don't fill out 4 pages and that's it. But, it's for new ideas from small business, and that's what you are. And they have them in a bunch of major agencies, and one of them is the Department of Energy, which is for ideas like this. I mean, your transportation vehicle is going to save a lot of energy. So here you go to Energy, U.S. Department of Energy, SBIR, .gov. So that's where you want to look at. And I'll send you the link for that, so you have it. And see, they have you can get like beginning grants, $50,000, $100,000 to start working on the idea. Then they go up to $1 million once that beginning thing looks promising. And you see all the other kind of technical help they have there. So even if you don't think this is the right place, they're the kind of people that can help you point you to even better places. That's the one thing about looking for information or money or help or anything. Man, you never know where it's going to come from. I mean, everything I do, tell you the truth, anything that's been successful is I started out something dumb and it led me to something successful. So the thing is to do a lot of dumb things, because that's the only way you can find the good things. And it's crazy how that thing's where we like to say, I just know that this one thing that's going to help, and doesn't, but it'll lead you to something else that you never knew to ask. This is why we're the question mark, so we don't know the questions to ask. So that's what people like this, who's been studying resources and money sources, for this kind of thing, at the Department of Energy, would help you identify other things and also give you technical knowledge and expertise and things like that. So that's where I would go. The other thing I would do is a link I would go is there's a state energy office. Every state has an energy office, and there's an association of them. They're National Association of State Energy Offices. And go NASEO.org. And you see a map there, and you find your local state. Now, these are important because they have separate money. They'll know federal money programs to help save energy for products and designs and ideas, and they also have state. See, the reason the government has this is for you to create businesses, for you to employ people, to take people and grow something new. This is what economic development is all about. If you don't create jobs, man, we're a country that goes down the toilet, right? So you got to create new ideas and jobs, and that's why there's seed money and help and technical expertise, from the government. So that's a place to go. Click on that map there, and you'll see for every state. Now, you said, I was looking at Ohio. Ohio has like 3 dozen offices, for that. Actually, Ohio has the Economic Development Office, but not the Energy Office, the Economic Development Office. So that's different. So you have the Energy Office, then you have the State Economic Development Offices. So every state has an Economic Development Office. So the Energy Office is one at the state. Now the other is the Economic Development. See, and they want you to start jobs too. And that's what I definitely would contact them. Even if you forget about the SBIR and everything, your state economic, because they want you in the state to have a new energy idea so they could grow this and create all kind of jobs and sell the stuff overseas and create wealth for the people of the United States and for us to be a big, powerful country again, right? and that's it. And like I say, I was starting to say before about Ohio, I was looking at them, and they have 2 dozen economic development offices all over for cities, for counties, certain universities have them there. And these are all people who are already getting government grants to help you and your business idea for free. See, I mean, me or anybody else can't give you the one place to go to fill out a form and see if you get money and that's it. No, there's so many ifs, ands, and buts or anything. It's like me telling you the girl you should marry. You don't need to be there. And you have to go through and look at 100 people and date some and all that kind of stuff. So finding money like this for a project is the same kind of process. There's just not one mail order bride. I mean, that works, I guess, for some people, but for most of us, it's not going to. So that's where the main source is to me for funding for something like this. And of course, I don't know if you know, but the crowdfunding. Crowdfunding on the internet is a wonderful idea, for money for particularly ventures like this. I mean, maybe you need just $100,000 to get to the next level or to get something. Look at how crowdfunding can help you. It's the most exciting thing because you don't need credentials, you don't need a credit check, you don't need financial statements, you don't need expertise, you need nothing. Just explain your idea and see if the crowds, the millions of people, that are out there will help fund it. And you'd be surprised, man. I've talked to so many inventors who had things and they go out, and even these personal transportation vehicles. I have interviews there of people who've done that, go out and get a couple $100,000, on crowdfunding to help build their personal transportation vehicles. Now, to see these kind of interviews, because I've interviewed about 1,500 people, 1,000 or so, I don't even know, I lost count, but lots of people who use crowdfunding to get their ideas and their inventions and get them off the ground and do things they really want to do in life. And you could go to Big Data Lesko, BigDataLesko.com, and click on the videos. You see over almost 1,400 videos there. That we have, and you can go through them and look through that to see the kind of things that are even like yours. Like I say, I personally interviewed a half a dozen probably of personal transportation vehicles that went on to crowdfunding sites, Kickstarter, GoFundMe, Indiegogo, these kinds of things, and there's like 1,000 of them. To find money from the crowds. Everybody else, you find a couple hundred people that also believe in your idea. And you can do that on the crowds. You do it with venture capital, and you have to find some fat cat who doesn't even know what they're talking about, but they have a lot of money and they think they know what they're talking about. But you get the real crowds, what they do is buy one ahead of time. Send me $500 and I'll give you one of these when they're done, or something like that. That's how it works. So it may be worth a call. It may be worth a try. At least investigate. The other thing you should do for sure is what's called a business development center. Every state has these. There's like thousands of them all around the country. And they get government grants to help you with your business idea. Even if it's just a gleam in your eye, or you already have 2 employees or 200 employees, they help you with any problem you have for free. See, if you go and Google something like this, you need free help with accounting or management or financials or marketing or anything like this, you're going to get people who are going to sell you stuff. These people give it away for free. They have free expertise. They're already getting paid by nonprofits and government and other places like that to help you for free. So you'll never find them using Google. That's why you have to know about them ahead of time, because they don't have advertising money. They're not allowed to advertise. So know about them. They're in every state or whatever. And here's their website: Americas, that's plural, SBDC.org. And you see the map there, you put it in your state, you see, and then they'll have them all over the state. You find your local one, call them up, make an appointment, go see them. At least, man, that's somebody who's going to give you the best advantage, ideas, because they see hundreds of people like this all the time doing things. And that's what you want to know. Somebody's been down the road before, so they could, help you discover things you didn't know to ask. You may find them eventually, but it just may take you longer. So use all the free stuff first. Okay, David. Well, this is the second time we're doing this because I screwed up last time. we gotta get people to know about PiggyBee.com.
Definitely.
Man, you are really trying to single-handedly save the world, aren't you?
Maybe, kind of, yeah.
But you're doing, to me, what's so neat about it, you found something that's very practical and so needed, and it doesn't cost anything, unfortunately or fortunately or whatever, that it's a wonderful service. To bring people together, to solve so many problems that we have in life, just because you figured out how to put this on a website, so when people's traveling, they could take stuff with them and deliver it to people for free, right?
Right. That's the idea, yeah. Well, we've been doing it forever, who's never carried something for someone, I guess.
Absolutely, yeah. Especially like the holidays, you're taking Christmas presents to everybody. So now you could do that and bring joy and happiness and save people money and just bring communities together all over the world, right?
Thanks. Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
So you're really a priest dressed like a audio technician, aren't you? Huh?
Right. Yeah. I'm a sound engineer. Yeah. I've been doing concerts for 25 years now. Yeah. Yeah.
So you're a rock and roller. That's your main job, right? You do audios for rock and roll and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I'm getting old, so rock and roll, it's okay when you're young, but I'm 44, so yeah, I'm kind of tired of it. Yeah.
Oh, I know. All that drugs, sex, and rock and roll gets boring after a while.
Yeah, you get it. Yeah. Right. Yeah. Sure.
But this is a delightful idea, and it's really for international or national. I mean, if I'm going to Belgium, instead of if I know you and you needed something, I could take it. And I remember when I went to Scotland, a guy wanted some golf clubs, and it was nothing. I just put them and took them to Scotland, and he had these golf clubs for me, for
Right. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's something. We have a lot of sports equipment. I mean, if you play golf, sometimes people will transport skis, whatever it is,
wow.
surfboard. Yeah, yeah, whatever. Yeah, yeah. So that's a
But
big
then
deal.
because there's no one, I mean, people could pay if they want, right? Is that it?
Right. You can give a tip. The guy who is helping you with, traveling with it. Yeah, you can tip him. Yeah.
You could
Hmm.
tip them. And actually,
Yeah.
what's nice on the site, you encourage people, if they're bringing somewhere up, you could pick them up in the airport and give them a ride to the hotel, right?
Right. Yeah. That's the rock and roll. I'm a hippie somewhere somehow, I guess. So yeah.
Yeah, you
Mhm.
give them a dinner or whatever. I mean, that's what I
Right.
think is wonderful about the internet. It's bringing people together,
Right.
that would never meet each other. We have an Airbnb property down in Washington, D.C. that we use ourselves and put it on Airbnb. And the people we meet that we have dinner with from all over the world, is just wonderful because they're
Yeah.
using our apartment.
Right. That's what I like to do. I like to travel. I like to meet new people. So yeah, on PTV, I mean, you can meet, this Chinese guy will bring you that, or you send that. Yeah. So yeah, that's fun. Yeah. Yeah.
And it's a short relationship, so it's not like getting married. You got a friend. you
But who
got
knows? Maybe today, some people will get married. Maybe we'll make some party or something. I guess. Yeah. 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 That happened on Airbnb. People met, or on BlaBlaCar, car sharing. So yeah. Hmm.
But yours is just for shipping, and shipping is becoming such an important part of our lives because the world is smaller. People say the computer is making us remote because we have our faces and computers thing. But no, it's people like you that's bringing the world together and doing something for somebody else. I mean, to me, there's nothing more rewarding in life than giving, like doing something for somebody, you know.
Right.
And it's so selfish. That's why I think that's the most selfish thing to do.
Right. Right.
And you're providing a platform for us, everybody to be selfish as hell by doing something. So you're just encouraging selfishness. Now, the nerve of you, David. Does your mother know you're doing this?
No, no, she doesn't get it. No, no, she gets it. She gets it. Yeah. Right, right. Well, now we've been asking your users, I was telling them, why are you doing this? And they just said, yeah, we like to help each other. We like, yeah, like, solidarity and stuff. So, I mean, of course, they like the tip. I mean, money is always important, but still, they really do it to change the way we do things. So, yeah,
Absolutely. And
yeah,
that brings satisfaction to life. If you're doing something for money, I mean, it sounds good, but there's only as far that can only go so far. And like everybody in the job, that you really enjoy a job if you're doing it for love, not just money. And the same here. If you're helping somebody, if you're doing it out of the kindness in your soul and not the greed in your pocketbook.
right, right. Yeah, I hope so. Yeah, 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 yeah,
But
right.
we never see advertisements like that. Yeah.
Yeah, right, right, right. Yeah, I know. Yeah.
So how long you been doing it, David?
We launched in 2012. So,
Wow. So that's old
yeah.
time in this business.
Yeah, but it's whenever you launch something, I mean, it's at the beginning, it's really bad. I mean, a bad platform, things doesn't work. You need thousands of people to make it work. So I always say it's like good wine. I mean, it takes time to be good. So yeah,
Absolutely. It does. And so you're here, 3, 4 years already that it's getting better every day, more people appreciate it every day, and it's really within your country or between countries or almost anywhere in the world. Check the website. If you're going somewhere, you could help somebody out and get a friend on the other side. Right. So you can do it as a selfish reason. I'm going to that city or country and see if there's somebody there. I could bring them something. And then, hey, I got a buddy there. Tell me the best restaurants or whatever. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, you can meet a local. He can take you around. If you go to the city. So yeah.
Who
Yeah.
owes
Right.
you a favor, huh?
Right. 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 I brought you this iPhone. Now you owe me a favor, right? Yeah. Yeah. Mhm.
And so there's really, you're not making any money out of this. So when they exchange money, that's between the people, not you don't get a piece of that, correct?
No, correct. Yeah, yeah. So the idea is really to bring as many people as I can, and sometimes we have have some idea to monetize, but that will come later. I
I
just
see
want
that. Yeah,
people.
once you're a
Yeah,
millionaire, then you'll do it, right?
yeah. Well, if I'm a millionaire one day, I'll call you. But yeah, yeah.
Well, it's such a joy to meet you, David, and I think piggybee.com is a wonderful thing for our society, and we got to support you and your actually your heart behind the whole thing, because that's what's important. People ought to know they appreciate it, and you got something for the rest of us that's going to help our life, and I thank you for that.
Oh, thanks a lot.
Well, David, great. Piggybee.com. Go there when you're thinking about traveling or just to help somebody out, right?
Right, cool.
Take
Yeah.
care. Well, hi, and thanks for asking a question. I understand that you're going to college, but you're working at the college too, so it sounds like you have a full-time job. Probably not, you say you're not making a ton of dough, but you wonder, as a college student and working full-time, are there programs for you? Well, actually, at your income, yes, yeah. And actually, at any income, the answer is yes. And so what did I put together a report to show you the best places to start. See, I mean, there's tens of thousands of programs, but it all depends on what you really need and all this kind of stuff. So I'm just going to give you a handful of the best starting places you should check. Now I'm going to give you a link that we have that will give you 25 of the best programs in your state. And they're everything from paying back student loans to missing money that you may have and forgot about, some deposit you forgot, or paying utility bills and stuff like that. So go through these 25 programs. There are, the local offices for where you live in Ohio are all going to be there, and you contact them to see, if you're eligible, how to apply and things like that. So all this takes some work on your part. There's not like one magic place I could give you that is going to, give you all the money you need and you don't have to worry about it just one check. Now it's putting it together like anything, like looking for a job or looking for a mate or all those kinds of things. So that's the first thing. The second thing, I gave you the link to the scholarships at the state. See, every state has a whole bunch of programs to pay for college kids and things like that. And in our state where I live in Maryland, they had like $18 million. They didn't give it out one year because not enough people applied. So I gave you the link there and shows you all the programs there that are in the state of Ohio. So check them out, see what's relevant, what's not, what's hot, what's not, and also go to your financial aid office because they have lots of scholarships. Man, I have a scholarship program at a local community college here, and they don't even give out all the money. Man, people aren't applying. I got to tell them go out. The money there's no good sitting in the bank. So you got to go out and bang on those doors for it. So the same at the university you're going to. There are probably people, alumni and things like that have scholarships, and they're not maybe making enough effort to get that money out. Also, you said you own a home. Okay, now I gave you the link here, who to call in Ohio, to talk about, see if it's worth refinancing your home. Interest rates are real down. I don't know when you made your loan and when you started it all, but you check because there's money programs to help you get a lower mortgage. And I give you the phone number there to help you to see, because they want you to get a lower mortgage so you don't possibly lose your home. If you get a little lower income or something, there's a possibility you may lose a home, and they don't want that to happen. Nobody wants that to happen. So make sure you check that out. Okay, and also I gave a report there on more things for higher education. There's 40 programs, all the things for college students and different ways to pay for higher education you probably didn't know about, and I gave you a link there. And don't forget that if you're going on to graduate school, think about Europe. You could go for like $1,000 a semester, and the courses are all in English. And we got a report on that we'll send you when you're thinking about graduate school. So make sure you touch back with us before you take off and make a decision on grad school. So I'm emailing you the report. All the links are in there. If you need more help, just let us know. Well, hi, and thanks for your questions. Here you got two major questions. One, you got an energy device that you thought would be great for cities along the Great Lakes shores, and the other thing is you need dental work. Yeah. So let's do the energy device first. Yep. Now that's a complicated issue, but there's a lot of money, a lot of investments in there, opportunities for not only helping governments and things like that, but also saving energy and also as commercializing. So I would suggest there's two things to do. All the states along the Great Lakes, what to do is contact for those states and their state capitals something called the Office of Economic Development. Okay, I'm sending you a listing, a website that shows you where all those offices are and how to contact them. Because see, all those people want you to start initiatives in their state that help them make state better, create jobs and things like that. So that's the first place. The second place, every state also has an Office of Energy. So they have an Office of Energy that is worried about the problems you're worried about, okay? So if you have a better idea, they're the people to talk to because they're getting federal money to give grants to solve these kinds of problems. You know? And so I sent you a list there too, a list of how to find the states, because it's a state-by-state list there. So you just pick out the states along the Great Lakes and contact their offices. You just call up, and there's no magic to anything like this. You don't have to, you know, be a senator's son or something. You know, you just call and get the receptionist and ask them, hey, who do I talk to with this energy-saving idea? You know, and they're used to doing that. Okay, so then you follow up, and the whole thing about this is following up. There's nothing easy about any project that's going to be significant, you know, to other people's lives, man. No matter how good it is, you just got to beat that drum so hard, and it takes a lot of effort. So be prepared for that, because if you're not, then you really should do something else, you know, because that's the thing in life. You got to pick out the things you really, really want to do, because everything you do is really a pain in the butt. So that's right there. So the Office of Economic Development, I gave you a list there. You contact them, and then your state energy offices, and I gave you a list there. Now, for the dental work, okay, dental work is expensive. A lot of it's not covered in the new healthcare programs, and they say it's discount, but it's really not a lot. But there's still traditional programs there. I'll send you a link to a video that we did, you know, that shows you how to find the places for getting health care. One is your state office of health and your county office of health. They have programs, so and it shows you all about this in the video, so don't take notes now, you don't have to. The video explains it all. And then, see, there's also an association of dental practices and your state government. You contact them, and they know the dentists that do things for free or very low discount and things like that. And then there's nonprofits too that do that. And also there's crowdfunding now to pay those kinds of doctor bills. And I show you a woman who crowdfunded, you know, went on the internet to raise money for dental bills. People do that all the time now because that's an important thing to do. So that's all right there, and watch that video, and hope you get your teeth cleaned. Yeah, take care. So what are you looking to do?
I'm looking to start, well, I've already started my own business. I'm looking to get money for it.
What kind of business?
Bootstrapping. Just basically doing like welding. I'm doing any sort of work I can do right now.
which is, are you a welder? Is that what you're doing? Or what?
Yeah, primarily just because that's the best source of income. My background is in management. I was managing like electrical engineers and that sort of thing, but I don't know. People call me crazy because I left a promising career to jump into doing my own thing, but I've never been happier. So
hey, man, I think is the best thing we've probably done. I mean, it's going to be a trouble and figure it out and pain in the ass, but all life is, so you might as well have fun doing it instead of...
Absolutely. No, I absolutely agree. I mean it's a huge pain in the ass, but...
Yeah. So where do you live? Where are you?
Colorado.
Whereabouts? Denver? Okay, so that's a good city. Now, do you want to grow the welding part, or do you want to do something else?
Honestly, I'd like to. My dad has a fence company, and I'd like to kind of take that over. He's small and he wants to stay small. He's been
really? How tall is he?
Like 3-4 employees.
No, I mean, there was a bad joke in there. I said, how tall is he?
Oh, yeah. Right over my head.
Okay. Well, here's what I would suggest. It seems to me, I mean, there's 1,000 ways to do something, but maybe the best opportunity, the dads have been in business for a while, right?
Yes.
Okay, so he has a record. If you want to take that over, so that makes sense. If you like fencing, but it sounds like you like to organize shit, so... management type, and have your business as mostly. I mean, I would go government contracts. See, if you were looking for grants or any other kind of thing, marketing stuff is.
I should mention also that I'm a veteran, so.
Okay. Well, hey. Well, that's.
You know that. I can get priority on those.
Exactly. Now, there's offices, I'll send you some places there. There's offices that'll even show you how to get grants to help you figure out how to get contracts. See?
Oh, that'd be amazing.
Yeah, I mean, it's just why, I don't know why. But it's amazing. And see, when you learn that, it may take you 6 months to figure it out, but when you learn that, then it's over and over. It's like going elephant hunting. When you learn that, you have meat for a long time. Anything else, looking to get a grant to do anything, that's one time if you get it. And, then you have to start all over again. This is more practical, and you already have a business and whatever, and I guess what your welding keeps you day by day going, right? So that's it. But it sounds like, and you could easily do the grants, contracts for welding too. And, subcontract contracts as a vet, man, I think that's the best. And also, I'll send you some offices there. See, what they also do is give grants to people to help you get contracts. Because you're a small business or whatever, they help figure out the system. They have grants. Just don't go Google and look for somebody to help you get a government contract, because then you get the sharks. Hey,
Oh yeah.
I could show you how to make $1 zillion in contracts. You just give me, $20,000 up front, and you don't want to give money to anybody, because there's just too much free stuff, and you're small enough to learn it yourself. And if you learn it yourself, then you're not beholden to anybody. And to me, it's a safer way to grow instead of throwing money at a problem and hoping, because you run out of money before you figure it out usually. Okay, so it's government money, government contracts. Can you send me your email? Here's my email in case you don't hear from me in the next few days.
Absolutely.
Where the hell did this go? Did you know my work beforehand, or just saw me on...
I saw you on Vice, actually.
You did?
Profile Vice did on you.
I
amazing.
see.
And I was like, wow, I fucking love this guy. Like, actually, I didn't like it before we were on TV. when I was a kid, seeing your ads and stuff, just because I wanted to I hate ads on TV.
Right, I see. Who is that asshole? Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what.
Yeah, get back to the show. I didn't really think negatively of you, but it's
oh yeah.
I don't know.
I'll tell you.
Once I saw your profile on Vice, I was like, wow, this guy's amazing.
My parents did not admit I was their kid for the first 10 years on TV.
No kidding.
Yeah. But see, I mean, to me, I love acting foolish. But that's the only way you get on TV, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I've been on Letterman like 7 or 8 times, Larry King a dozen, and Oprah a couple of times, and only because I'm crazy. They don't care what you say; it's how you say it.
Yep.
And
Entertainment does.
right. Well, John. Okay, I think I know enough. Also, I'm going to send you a place. There's something called Business Development Centers. This is a place if you need any other kind of help, management or finance or whatever, a place to turn to for free. They again get government contracts to do it for free, and I'll give you the link to them too. So that fence sounds like a great thing to just, boy. You know,
All I care is that I'm doing my own thing.
Absolutely. My
end goal.
Exactly.
Oh, sorry.
Is not to be in jail working for somebody.
Yeah, no, exactly. Freedom.
Right.
I mean,
exactly.
The only reason why, money is a necessary evil. I understand
Right.
that. I don't even care about the money. I just want the freedom to,
Absolutely. Yeah.
live and get the most out of life.
Absolutely.
And I just want to mention
Yeah.
one thing. I'm sorry, I know you're on a schedule. There's a program called Vet Rehab. Have you ever heard of that for veterans?
No.
It's basically, you can apply for it, and I know I talked to one guy, he did it, he got like $80,000 worth of equipment from the
Wow.
government to start his business. He started a snowplow business, and you apply for it, and you kind of have to state your case.
Right.
I'm just, I have PTSD, I can't handle
Wow.
working in an office, I have to start
Yeah.
my own business.
Cool. I mean,
and
you
if
know
they
what I
approve
mean.
it,
Oh.
the government will help give you basically all the tools you need to start your business.
Wow.
And it's called the Veteran Rehab Program. You should look into it.
I will.
You already know about it, but other people, you might
Right.
talk to other veterans, and they might.
That's a good Vet Rehab program, and that's run through the veterans. Great. Okay, I was out of time, John. Email me. You got any? If you don't hear from me in 2-3 days, whoop.
Your session has ended.
Okay.
Please take a moment to rate this session.
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, but I hear some other music or noise. I think there's feedback.
Hold on.
Oh, that's a dog back.
Yeah, my little doggy. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, that's better. Now we're not competing. And if there's another electronic thing on, it picks up the noise on your speaker and makes it all screwed up. So what are you trying to do, Sharon? How can I help you?
Yes, I would like to know some places where I could get funding for my business.
What kind of business?
I have about 4 different businesses.
Wow.
But yes, my latest business is doing stuffing envelopes. But I have a couple internet websites with music information, and then the one is selling iTunes for Apple. Yeah. And then I have a writing company also.
So it sounds like 2 services you have. One is writing, and the other one is the envelopes, right?
Yes.
And then the other ones are sort of like information or iTunes businesses online, correct?
Correct.
Where are you located, Sharon?
Columbus, Ohio.
Okay. Gosh, I mean, I think a lot of times is like, you gotta, it's like focus. There's so many things to do, but you have to, it takes so much focus, I believe, and there's a biased opinion. Don't trust me. I don't know what the hell I'm doing either, so. But it is, to put all energy, it's sort of like love, it's hard to have 4 or 5 boyfriends. I mean, you think you could love them all, but you can't really devote as much energy as you can to make it really happen sometimes, So that's what
I was just trying to see which one would
Right.
help me to have a steady income. I know it's good sometimes to have multiple streams of income, but the two internet businesses are really not, hitting it off too well.
Yeah, well, they sound more complicated to figure out how to get money from that. The other two sound more possible to get money at. Okay, now what I would do, there are a lot of platforms now, Sharon, that where you could put those businesses on to get customers. Do you still have something else on? I'm hitting feedback. Yeah.
No, just my fan.
Oh, or maybe it's me speaking. Maybe turn down your speakers a little bit.
Okay, hold on.
Yeah,
Is that better?
Yeah, I think because I was so loud that it was coming back on your microphone, to me, and that's what I was hearing.
Is that better?
Perfect. Yeah. So
okay.
I will send you some list of places. Now, I don't know if you heard. There's a lot of businesses like TaskRabbit, Let Us Look, a lot of places where you could register put your business online or yourself and get customers. And these are all free. See, what's so neat about it is that they're free. And these platforms. I'm sorry, the stuff in envelopes, and what was the other one?
Writing.
Writing. See, oh man, yeah. Do you ever hear of Fiverr? FIVRR.com?
No, Fiverr?
No, F, like in $5.
Oh no.
Yeah. FIVERR.com. And I'll send you a list of more places like that where you could put your services on. And see, Fiverr is you hook people for $5. Like, for $5, I'll write your resignation letter or whatever it is. But then people have more stuff, so then you charge $50 for the next one, $200 or whatever. So it's a way where people can try you for a very small amount of money. And see, what's neat about it is that website, millions of people are coming to that website every day. If you do your own website, nobody's coming. See, so now you have and see, the neat thing about them is it costs you nothing to put it on. So what you want to do is find more and more places you could put your services on for free to potentially get clients. So where are clients looking for this? See, and so all it takes is time. You don't want to spend money trying to get money, because this is my very biased philosophy. So don't trust me, because I try things and I fail most of the time too. But if you're spending money trying things, you're going to run out of money before you learn what works. and the people that sell you stuff are so good at it, they know how to get your money. So that's why if you go Google and you say, I want to start a writing business or anything like that, you're going to have people who promise you make $10,000 a month by just signing up and giving them $300 or whatever the hell it is. And it's not going to happen. Or if it does, you become their spokesperson because you're the only person to work for. And
that's right. That's right.
And see what another thing about Sharon is there's no way that the people who give away things for free can advertise that when you do a Google search. I'll also send you people that you could contact there in Ohio that will help you with any kind of management problems, financial problems with your business, marketing problems or legal problems, any of that kind of consulting help that you would go out and try to get, a lawyer, an accountant or whatever, and pay money for. These people will do it for free because they get government money to do that for free, So.
Oh yeah. Oh, I appreciate that, Matthew.
So they're not going to advertise on Google. You'll never see them advertise. So I need some legal help. I got to do a contract or whatever, and you'll go to Google and put it, and you get all these hucksters, and I'm sure they probably do good jobs, but you don't have the money. Why waste the money to do that when there's a guy down the street who'll do it for free, but he can't afford to advertise. Yeah. He doesn't have that money. Yeah. Yeah. So it's right.
That sounds great.
Yeah. Writing and stuff. So what's your family home like? Yeah.
Pardon me?
Your family. You have a family there you're feeding too, or what?
Yes. Well, I have 4 grown children.
Oh, wow.
I have 13 grandchildren.
Wow.
I have 3 great-grandchildren.
Wow. Super mom.
They look to me for a lot of things.
Yeah.
So I would like to make things possible for them to have a better life than I did coming up.
Well, let's show them how you can create that. That's, I think, the best thing you could show, young people, how to create your own destiny. Because now there's tools on the internet to do that. Before you had to go knocking on doors to get a job. Now, see, everybody's hiring through these websites, freelancing, gig economy they call it. And so it makes it easier for you to sit at home and take advantage of it. But I'm biased. It still takes work, but what the hell? It doesn't take money. And that's the important thing, and is to focus. So if you get those other 2 things out of the way for now, come back when you have some more money and want to figure them out, and concentrate on the stuffing and the other thing, because then, see, you could grow that business by having other people help you, and that's the way to do it. Well, what else you up to in life? Well, God, what great gang. Well, you got a tribe of 20, 30 people.
I am a PhD candidate.
Ooh. In what?
So I have, been trying to get that finished, completed. I've completed 2.5 years so far.
Oh, good for you. And what is it in? What are you studying?
Healthcare administration.
Oh, cool. Well, that's certainly a growing industry, particularly in Ohio, a state that's aging, like all of us. Yeah, we need more of that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, that's. Well, make sure you have that on your, any information you put out about your services, that you're a PhD candidate in health-related subjects, because that's an important aspect, I think, to your background. Yeah. Well, you're a delight, Sharon.
Time that you took.
Pardon me?
I appreciate the time that you took to talk with me.
No, I got nothing better to do in life than just try to help Sharon. You know that. But it's true. I mean, we all do, and that's why. See, you with your writing and your stuff, and you're helping people, and so that's why if you go, I'm not after your money. You have a task I could take for you, and I could help you in your life. And that's but see, that's what you're offering for people. Hey, don't worry about this nonsense stuff. I will solve that problem for you. Sharon, the problem solver, with 18 grandchildren, right?
No, I have 13 grandchildren and 3 great-grandchildren.
Your session has ended. Please take a moment to rate this